You are done with situationships, you are done with dusties and narcissists, and you are ready to call in your soulmate connection. Here's 5 tips to call it in as quickly as possible. Number 1 is you have to be healing, sis. There's no way around this. You have to be alone for a little while, and you have to do the shadow work. You have to finally face the things that have held you up, that have made you pick unavailable partners, that have led to you betraying yourself and shortchanging yourself in relationships. And that takes work. That takes honesty. That takes an element of self-soothing. And that takes being alone for a little while and giving yourself the things that you require a partner to soon give you. You got to get real clear on what those things are for you to feel safe in your life. And as you do that, you will attract in a partner that can meet those needs. But you've got to do it first. Feel the loving feelings of being in love. Too many times we sit around and we pine about what we don't have. We pine about absence. We pine about lack. All that does is bring more of that into our lives. We need to feel the loving feelings of being in a soulmate connection. Write it down. How are you going to feel in a soulmate connection? Are you going to feel safe? Are you going to feel heard? Is there going to be communication? Is there going to be comfort? Is there going to be calm in your body? Is there going to be a feeling of gratitude that you finally met that person? Start doing things that cultivate those feelings. So if you want to feel abundance of love, start loving the people that are in your life already. Start pouring into them. If you want to feel safe in your body, cut out people in your life that are toxic and make you feel unsafe. The more feelings that you have in your life of unsafety and toxicity, the more you're going to bring that in. Start getting real clear on who makes you feel safe and surround yourself with those people. Start taking yourself out and treating yourself right in this stage of healing, step 1, so that you can feel the loving feelings of safety and feeling beautifully, wonderful, and comforted in your body. And then you will call that in your partner. Number 3 is a springboard off of number 2. Say no to what you don't want. You're not only cutting out toxic people, but in dating, you are saying no very quickly and concisely to people that do not meet your needs. You got to get clear on what those needs are. So write down what you want in your soulmate connection. And if you go on a date with somebody and they don't meet those things, you know quickly in your body that you don't feel good around them, say no. As you say no and you block and delete and cancel situationships and men that are just wasting your time, you will signal to the universe what you do want. And you also open up and clear the way for that soulmate connection to come in. Now, here's the most important part of calling in your soulmate. You cannot be sitting around all day thinking about your soulmate. Why don't I have my soulmate? What is he going to look like? Feeling that sense of lack that you don't have a soulmate. That obsessive, frenetic energy is actually going to repel calling your soulmate in. You need to be in an energy of calm, collected knowing. You know that you're going to call your soulmate in. It's already happened. Your soulmate is out walking the streets. I believe there is a soulmate for everybody. You just have to be in the right frequency to call them in. So know that your soulmate is out there, and what you're doing in the meantime is cultivating your life, creating these beautiful feelings of abundance and love and peace in your own life with your current circumstances so that you can then call in that soulmate and attract them. Sitting around and thinking about them all day and frenetically obsessing is going to actually repel it. So you need to find a good balance between dreaming and living your own life, not obsessing. You still want to be dreaming about them and doing things that I'll talk about in step 5 that will call them in, but also balance that with pouring into yourself, pouring into your own hobbies, pouring into your current relationships, going to the gym, doing things that feel healthy in your body, like finding a good balance so that you can release and sit back in comfort and knowing that you're going to call it in, while also keeping an open mind and dreaming about them. You're not totally ignoring the pursuit of your soulmate. You're just not obsessing. And the very last one, read these 2 books. I read these 2 books and they really sped up the process of calling in the one. Many of these tips that I've already gone over in steps 1 through 4 are in these 2 books. Some of the things that she gives you to discuss are affirmations, soulmate meditation. I created an entire nightstand next to my bed. I emptied it out and I created comforts that my soulmate would enjoy, such as a fan and fresh flowers and a nice light. And I created a space to call my soulmate in. I also would go out and If I were shopping and I saw something that would look handsome on a man or something that smelled good, I would buy that for my man, just because I was in the delusional state of mind that my man was already here and he existed, and I was just simply waiting for the right time to call him in. So in these 2 books, you will find so many tips and tricks on how to get in that good feeling energy mindset to call your soulmate in.